My name is Jack Hardwick. I'm a regional agronomist with AgriGold Hybrids, and we're evaluating a field in northeast Missouri. It's showing a lot of stress. Upon visiting the field and digging down and looking at some corn roots here, a couple of things are standing out to us. Once we pop this furrow open, we can see that the corn roots are growing vertically here, and if we pop out our seed furrow here, we can see a very hard, dense layer here where these corn roots aren't able to penetrate. So the plant was sitting in the furrow like this, and the sidewall is so tight that the only direction our nodal root set can grow is straight down. Our nodal roots are these long, thick roots right here that extend out of the crown. They account for the majority of water and nutrient uptake. Our preferred growth habitat for these roots is at a 45-degree angle, and we can see how these are only growing vertically. If we were here a couple of weeks ago, we may have seen this corn leaning in places, because without a 45-degree angle, these nodal roots can't anchor the plant, and it causes it to become unstable inside the seed furrow, and it can lean over on us. So we have a big problem here with our nodal roots going straight down and not at our 45. But to make matters worse, we also have a very dense field cultivator layer about 2 to 3 inches down. Anytime we can pop out soil with a shovel and find these shined off layers that are very hard, that we can't penetrate by putting pressure upon, these are what we call compaction layers. And what happened here is this was a wet area in the front part of April, and once conditions started to look a little bit better, this particular farmer went out and worked this ground a little bit too wet, about 2 inches deep. He shined off this layer here with his field cultivator sweeps, and then proceeded to plant it a little bit on the damp side as well. And with his double disc openers here, he's kind of shined this area off and caused it to be hard and dry. In normal years, this wouldn't be such a problem, but in 2012, after he's performed all these tillage applications, he's received 0 rainfall since. So the hot, dry weather has compounded his problem by basically baking these layers shut. It's kind of like putting clay in the oven, wet clay in the oven. We put some heat to it, it can get hard. And that's what's happened here. And so not only do we have a only vertical root system, but if you can see here, as we zoom in, you can see where the roots are hitting this layer and starting to go laterally as well. So unless this field receives ample rainfall, this grower here is going to be very disappointed in his yields. And we can see with our penetrometer here, this is a tool that uses pressure to measure compaction layers. And if we try to push this down into the soil, we can, at our 2-inch layer that we're finding, we can tap out our penetrometer here, and I'm well over 300 pounds of pressure, getting into 500 pounds of pressure, and still not able to penetrate this field cultivator layer only 2 inches deep. So if I can't penetrate it, using 400 to 500 pounds of pressure, a corn root's not going to be able to penetrate it either.